One of the problems that the students are going to face while they go on to appear for civil services mains examination is how to write their answers. Of course, this looks to be pretty simple, that is, everyone is talking about it in general. But then for the purpose of writing an answer, what is required is your organization of thought, your structure of thinking. How is it that you structure your points? How is it that you're going to begin with it? How is it that you're going to end? What will be the flow of the language? Is it that you can go to put certain things in a form of a point-wise, make it completely telegraphic in a form, telegraphic language that we're going to be calling it? Or is it that you have to make it flow in the form of a good language? Not only that, that is, even if you're going to be talking about content, then the significant aspect is the selection of the content, the editing of the content, the criteria of picking up the content and the relevance of the content in that place. Then the third part is associated with its relevance and its contemporaneity in that place. There may be certain things that may be anachronistic, which may not be applicable right now, but then this is what exactly that you will have to pick it up. So when a student thinks of appearing in the mains examination, other than the preparation of his mind, which is much more significant than the preparation of his answer, the other than the knowledge part is going to be the techniques, the tricks, and how is it that the student can go to weave all of this information and knowledge in the form of a tangible answer. All in all, in this case, what is important and what is significant is the content part and the way of structuring it, and whether you have been able to comprehend the question or not. The best solution to that problem is if the students happen to go through a variety of answers, that is the discussion of the answers rather than writing it on their own. Of course, they will have to write it. They ultimately will have to write it because it is this written part that is going to be tested in the mains examination. But the way some of these more experienced people, maybe some of the examiners of the UPSC, how is it that they will go to deal with it? How is it that this answer must be dealt with exactly in the manner that it requires to be dealt with? So if a student happens to have an access to such type of a discussion, such type of a answer, such type of a content, such type of a structuring, such type of an organization, and such type of a beginning and end within the time limits of it, then of course that will go on to solve the problem of the candidates to a large extent. Now this doesn't mean that the student will come to know about finishing the answer in only 150 words of sorts. Now this is something that will go on to be born out of a practice. So it is only then thereafter that the practice will go on to be required in this case. So there are two solutions of it. First, getting to comprehend the question, getting to see how is it that the answers are going to be discussed, what is required, what will be the main body, what will be the introduction, what will be the structuring of it, what will be the flow of it. And if these things are shown to you, if you want to take a look at it, if you happen to visualize it, if you happen to take a look at the video of it, it goes on to solve a lot of your problems. It can be that on a topic like NAM, the chapter can be NAM, but then there can be at least some 10-15 different type of a question. The relevance of NAM can be one of them, the evolution of NAM, the relevance of NAM in the Cold War age, the relevance of NAM in the post-COVID age, the relevance of NAM in context of dehyphenating for foreign relationship, then the overall future of NAM, considering that a good number of countries are going to be dehyphenating their foreign relationship. Now think of it, how many dimensions can this topic go on to have? Even if you're going to pick up something like South China Sea, it is going to be having a similar type of a dimension. That is, why is it that South China Sea goes on to become significant and what makes it in the eye of the storm? Second is, what are China's interests in securing South China and how is it that it intends to do it so? The third is, How is it that India can go to negate the effects of the blocking of the South China Sea if it goes on to take place from Indian Ocean? The fourth can be that although South China Sea is a problem, the problem can be solved only if there are some of these countries going to join hands together and form a alliance of sorts, which is not going to be NATO type of an alliance. The fifth can go on to be Quad formation is almost NATO-like, and a Quad formation may not be helpful in the future, largely because a NATO type of an alliance where a lot of defense assertiveness is going to be required may not go on to be helpful in this changing world. Now imagine so many of these questions are going to be there. So there is no way that even though you may have talked about South China Sea as a chapter, you will be able to solve this problem. The problem can be solved if you happen to take a look at the discussion of the various dimensions in different ways. A similar effort has been done in the past. I have done it, and incidentally it was for the first time in the whole of a country that we introduced a program, quality improvement program, that was in 2001. And since then it has been taking shape, except for a small period of time where I went on to dehyphenate myself from anything like civil services preparation to academics and pure academics. So this is something that has been done in the past. Now, what exactly is being done right now is something that is a much more enlarged and something that is a much more better form of which what exactly is being done is, as part of a General Studies 500 plus program, the students are going to be given 500 model answers on the same lines as that of civil services examiner. A civil services examiner will going to expect them to write. So that will going to be in two forms. It is going to be in a video form, it is going to be in a paper form. So all in all, it may go on to be 500 plus, that means 550, 560, 570, who knows, it can go on to be 800 as well, but then that's not committed all in all. So you are going to be given a model answer of close to 500 questions. These questions, what you can go on to do is, you can go on to take a look, and after having taken a look at it, you will go on to orient yourself, and of course, the questions have been framed in a manner that this is how exactly the examiner will go on to think, and the question setter will go on to think, and they will also go on to ask a question exactly in the same manner possible. So that's the basic idea behind it. So if you happen to take a look at the questions and their answers, you will be able to orient yourself according to the needs of the question. So you will go on to orient yourself in one way, in another way, in other way. So you have a variety of dimensions of the questions that are going to be asked, and you will go to orient yourself accordingly to that effect. Therefore, the best part in this case is that is a good number of people who are going to be spread across, and it comprises all of those experienced people who have been with Union Public Service Commission, who have been members of it, who have been associated with ins and outs of UPSC as well, who have been ambassadors of India in several countries, who have served Indian Foreign Service, who have been in their administrative service, and they have prepared for this examination as well. Now they are helping people to prepare for this examination. So it is being done along with those type of people. So that goes on to include, you will understand it, Shri B.L. Vohra, Dr. Vikram Singh from Indian Police Service, both of them, then Ambassador Vishnu Prakash from Foreign Services, Shri Vivek Atre, that is going to be from Indian Administrative Services, myself, along with a good number of people who will go to co-join you from defense and other services as well. Now, having said that and having known that this is the type of a program, there will be a lot of problems that this entire of the concept will go on to solve. First is that it will go on to reduce your effort to the minimum possible extent. The second is that it will go on to orient your thinking. The third is, in this time, you will go on to have all the contents in your hand as much as is possible. The fourth is you will go on to take a look at the video, that is explanatory. Your retentivity will go on to become high. The fifth is that you will be able to orientate yourself according to the questions and answers, questions and answers, questions and answers. The seventh will be that having gone through so many different type of questions and answers in such a manner, your preparation will go on to become very, very good. You will go on to be relaxed before going to the examination hall. Consequently, you can go to imagine its impact. You imagine that is if in every paper you're going to be having 3 or 4 similar type of questions that we have framed that are going to be asked, it will go on to actually change your fortune. One answer can go on to have so much amount of an impact. So the impact it can go on to have is that is if you are not going to be qualifying in the mains, it will go on to help you. The impact it will go on to have, it will go on to help you improve your rank. The impact it will go on to have is maybe that you're going to be getting Indian police services, you're going to get Indian administrative services. The impact it will go on to have is that maybe you are going to be getting into administrative, but it will go on to help you top the examination. Who knows that part? And in every component, the ethical dimension has been added, because this is what exactly has been the introduction and instruction of a Union Public Service Commission. This is a session that is all in all to be enjoyed, and we wish that you're going to enjoy this part.